Then if we look at it, there are four major categories of digestive enzymes. Fats, fibers, carbohydrates, and proteins.
Correct.
These diminish over age as well.
They do. And there are also different segments where those enzymes are really important in the process. So there are enzymes in the stomach, for example, that are activated by hydrochloric acid, and they break the initial bonds of the big proteins. Then the second release of enzymes is from the pancreas, and that takes, we'll call it medium-sized compounds of the three macronutrients you just mentioned, and they break them into very small components. The last step is what's called the brush border step, where peptides, which could be 4 or 5 amino acids long, are broken into single amino acids or 2 amino acid peptides, and they're able to properly get absorbed into through the small intestine and get into the bloodstream. If we don't have enough enzymes at any point in the process, that process is going to be compromised. So the digest, break down, and assimilate part is going to be maybe 50-60% optimized rather than something a lot higher, which the body is seeking in order for it to adequately nourish itself.
Therefore, I'm going to take us to this concept. If we're aging and we have a lot of issues going on because our digestion is poor, taking HCl enzyme and a digestive enzyme would be a good idea to help maintain the nutrition that your body needs.
I would think it's essential these days because we have to understand that with the decline of digestive process, we have a less efficient absorption and a less efficient conversion of these nutrients into what makes us. So, as we age, our increase for certain nutrients does increase. So the support of the digestive process should increase, part and parcel to allow this process to be seamless. So the average person aging under certain degrees of stress, high activity load, I can see that with my athletes, all of them are manifesting the same result of compromised digestion, which needs to be supported and addressed if we are to regenerate that natural ability.
Okay, so now we have our food, it's broken down. Now we have to look at the terrain, if you will. Where foods are absorbed, what is further working on those, what is going on. So now we're looking at, probiotics can help manage the terrain, of course. And then we have people who are somewhat maybe dysbiotic a little bit. We need to adjust the terrain. For instance, those little villi in the stomach, the small intestine that are absorbing these things. They need to be functioning, they need to be clean, they need to be, back to health. So what can we do beyond just breaking foods down with digestive enzymes and hydrochloric acid now and probiotics to turn a dysbiotic system into a more healthy environment?
So anytime you're looking at an area of imbalance in the body, you have to ask why is it imbalanced? Because the body always makes decisions strategically. So the low-hanging fruit to help that terrain is if the digestive process is powerful, we'll call it, if it's seamless, that terrain that is regulated by the digestive organs, the immune system, and the bacteria that all kind of work in a triangle can be sustained and health can be manifested. If the process of digestion is compromised over time, then there's a slow erosion of that optimal state that slowly becomes problematic, and we see compromised health and the manifestation of symptoms. Now we can get into using enzymes in a different context, right? So rather than having them be to facilitate aiding digestion, enzymes taken under certain conditions, like on an empty stomach, with a known targeted area of where they function or where they affect, can actually help work with the body to regenerate that compromised area.